I used to believe I understood what a tidy, comforting home truly meant. I thought it was about clean floors, organized cabinets, and staying on top of chores. Then, one quiet afternoon, I stepped into Madame Elise Moreau's home, and everything I thought I knew softened. I've visited many homes over the years, the well-kept houses of American women in their 60s and 70s, where discipline keeps everything running smoothly. Small European apartments where things aren't perfect, but the space somehow feels calm. Elise's home sat somewhere in between, not spotless, not styled, but deeply peaceful. Elise is a French woman in her early 70s, now living alone in California. She's the grandmother of my granddaughter's closest friend. I visited her one Saturday expecting tea, polite conversation, and maybe a slice of cake. I didn't expect to walk away with lessons that would quietly change how I live every day. Her home didn't shout, it whispered. Nothing begged for attention. Everything felt chosen, cared for, and alive. In this video, I'm sharing 10 simple home secrets Elise taught me. They aren't rules, they aren't systems, they're gentle ways of living that make a house feel like it's on your side. Before we begin, take a moment and tell me in the comments, which room in your home feels the most overwhelming right now? And if you enjoy thoughtful, calm conversations like this, subscribe to Senior Decluttering Diaries. This channel is for women who want peace, not pressure. Secret 1. Less, but chosen with care. Elise once said, "Keeping less doesn't empty your life, it clears your mind." Her home wasn't large, but it felt open, airy. Nothing crowded the space. Her bookshelf held a few novels she'd read more than once. Her cabinet displayed a single ceramic bowl and one framed photo of her late husband. She followed 2 questions when deciding what stayed. Is it useful? Does it make me smile? If the answer was no, it didn't belong. At the start of every season, Elise walked slowly through her home. She touched objects, paused, reflected. Old scarves she no longer wore, papers she'd kept out of habit, decorative items that no longer felt like her. She let them go without guilt. She taught me a small habit that changed everything. Set a 30-minute timer, choose one room, release 5 items, then stop. No exhaustion, no regret, just consistency. I started with my kitchen. After 3 weeks, the room felt lighter. Tell me in the comments, what 5 things could leave your home this week? Secret 2. Choose quality, even if it means waiting. Elise didn't own much, but everything she owned felt solid and loved. Her dining table was old oak, worn smooth by decades of use. Her tea set had only 4 cups, each slightly different. When I asked why she never bought more, she smiled and said, "We keep what lasts." Before purchasing anything, she asked herself, "Will I still want this 5 years from now?" If the answer was yes, she waited, she saved, she chose carefully. I realized I'd replaced cheap furniture again and again, while hers had stayed for decades. Since adopting her mindset, I buy less, but my home feels calmer, more grounded. If living with fewer, better things speaks to you, subscribe to Senior Decluttering Diaries. You're not alone in this shift. Secret 3. Fresh flowers are daily encouragement. Elise always had flowers. Sometimes daisies, sometimes lavender, sometimes rosemary clipped from the garden. She placed them where the eye naturally rests, on the dining table, near the sink, by the bed. Never arranged perfectly, just alive. She told me, "Flowers remind you that today matters." She didn't see them as a luxury. A small bouquet cost no more than coffee. Divided into smaller vases, it softened the whole house. If money was tight, she chose long-lasting blooms or greenery from outside. She changed the water daily, as if caring for her own mood. Pause and tell me below, when was the last time you brought something living into your home? Secret 4. Lighting changes how you feel, not just what you see. One of the first things I noticed was the light. No harsh ceiling glare, just warm lamps at different heights, candles flickering softly in the evening. Elbows soften under gentle light, so does the heart. During the day, curtains stayed open, mirrors reflected sunlight. At night, warm yellow bulbs told the body it was time to rest. I replaced bright bulbs with warm ones, added a small lamp by the door. Dinner felt slower. Silence felt kinder. Lighting, she taught me, is emotional care. Secret 5. A dining table ready for life. Elise's dining table was never cluttered. No mail piles, no bags, just a cloth, a small vase, sometimes a candle. She used her best dishes every day. If the table is ready, she said, your heart is ready too. Each night she wiped it clean, folded the napkins, reset the space. I began doing the same. The table became a place I wanted to sit, even alone. Be honest in the comments. What usually lives on your dining table? Secret 6. Gentle daily resets. Elise never spent whole days cleaning. She adjusted as she moved. Leaving a room, she returned one item. After cooking, she wiped the counter. Before bed, 10 minutes of straightening. 10 minutes a day became calm mornings. I followed her lead. My home stopped feeling like a project. Caring for a house, she said, is a quiet conversation, not a command. Secret 7. Scent shapes memory and mood. Her home smelled faintly of citrus, lavender, and clean air, never artificial. She simmered orange peels and cinnamon on weekends, placed lavender sachets in drawers, opened windows every morning, even in winter. A home must breathe, she said. I replaced harsh scents with simple ones. My mind softened with the air. Tell me in the comments, what does your home smell like right now? Secret 8. Keep only what reflects who you are now. Elise's bookshelf wasn't full, it was meaningful. Every book had been read, every object had a story. A photo from 1979, a stone from Normandy, a handwritten letter. If it doesn't move you, she said, it's just noise. I sorted my shelves into 3 piles. Love, unsure, forgettable. I kept less, but felt more like myself. Secret 9. Let old and new live together. Elise mixed styles without fear. An antique table beside a modern sofa. New handles on an old cabinet. Character lives in contrast, she said. Instead of replacing everything, I refreshed small details. My home began to feel more honest. Life, she reminded me, is never one style. Secret 10. Use the beautiful things now. Elise didn't save joy for later. She used cloth napkins, her favorite cups, handmade soap, fresh sheets. Life happens today, she said. I stopped saving my good things. I slowed down. I felt worthy. We've just shared 10 gentle lessons from a woman who treated her home like a companion, not a burden. None of this costs much. It only asks attention. Now tell me, which secret stayed with you the longest? And if this space feels like home to you, subscribe to Senior Decluttering Diaries so we can continue this journey together. Thank you for being here. Leave a comment. I read every one. And I'll see you in the next story.